I think it's really fitting that in this day and age, in this time, we're talking about criminal penalties for election crimes. It's certainly top of mind for a lot of us. We don't have to think that long ago to have seen it on the news, read in the newspaper, seen it on TV. And it's important that we address it, and it's certainly important that we address it here today. But I don't know that the bill before us does everything that could be done and does everything that should be done. But I think we can do that, Madam Speaker. I think we can do that. Madam Speaker, the amendment does something that has not yet been done. It's been talked about, Madam Speaker, but it has not yet been done. The amendment creates mandatory minimum prison sentences for certain election crimes. These are crimes, Madam Speaker, that already exist in statute. In fact, they're crimes that are committed very frequently, yet, Madam Speaker, these are crimes that have never been prosecuted, have never received a penalty of prison time, at least not in modern times. I want to acknowledge the comments of the chair of the Judiciary Committee. He's very knowledgeable on the topic, and I appreciate it very much, and what he said makes sense right up until it doesn't. The gentleman said that the threat of being convicted is enough to stop someone from committing a crime. But the representative right behind me said something just now that's very, very important. The individual who stuffed ballots in a ballot box just this last election had already done it once. Had already done it once. The crime was committed not once but twice. Zero concern from the perpetrator. Zero concern from the individual who committed a crime. None. Madam Speaker, this amendment changes that. This amendment puts teeth behind the statutes, puts teeth behind the conviction or the committal of the crime. Without real penalties, Madam Speaker, these are scofflaws, and they're treated as scofflaws all the time. How do we know? Because we've seen it. Because we've seen it. Madam Speaker, we really have to get serious about this. Every single time something happens like what happened in Bridgeport a few months ago, every single time that happens, the votes of others are disenfranchised. And we start to lose faith in the process. And the only way we can do that is by putting real teeth behind the statutes. And that indeed is what this amendment does. I would urge its adoption, and I thank the chamber for its indulgence.